Yep. Okay. Everything. Hi. Okay. Quick forward. Probably
Hi.
gonna be very short, like yesterday. I said I wanted to do a longer one.
Yes, 8 minutes.
I said I wanted to do a longer one. Hello? Did we split? Hello? That's what the heck? Why did it happen? Why did this happen? What the heck? Huh? Why did we?
Wait, no, we're fine, we're
We're
fine.
fine.
It's still live on my end and it's
Okay,
going.
let me see. I need to see
Yes, it's
if
good.
on my channel. My channel.
Just refresh.
Yeah, it's going on. Okay. When she said short, she meant it. Then. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I'm back. Yes, we're so back. Okay. What I was saying. Yeah, I was doing like an IRL art piece. I used a lot of marker, like a lot of marker. I huffed a lot of marker fumes accidentally, and I was here feeling lightheaded, so I need to lie down for a bit. After lying down, my mom told me to take a shower because she wanted to like try out some new things to spray in my hair to see how it looks after it. So I took a shower. And after that, I needed to send like a business email basically because I freaking forgot about something and it was nearing the end of the day, so I needed to speedrun writing a business email. And now we're here. Anyway, hi.
Hi.
Hi. Real close to Chris Delta in a moment, sure. Okay. Let me welcome everybody in chat. We have myself, we have Donica Jr., we have Count, Luna Count. How many was that?
35 Rias.
Okay, thank you. General Mituna, hello Andrew Smith. Sorry I missed yesterday, got to make it today. That's nice. It's okay, I'm just drawing Toho, give me something to do besides the silence. Nice. Are you one of those Toho artists that can't draw, man? Sorry, the situation's that joke. Hey, I already saw you in the Psychocolonials essay comment Small World. Yeah, I already said that. I already responded to that. That I didn't watch the essay, I just wanted to leave a comment. Hello, Hoy, missed these streams. Well, now you're here. Welcome. I'm tripping balls right now. Hello, General Mituna. Hello, Izen. Everything's fine. It's like having 2 short streams instead of 1 long. I'll talk about that more at the end of probably. I do have something more to say, but not right now. Hello, Chia Tree. Sharpie fumes, perhaps. Like I said in chat, not really Sharpie fumes. Sharpies are too expensive here. At least I don't know here. I don't know how it is like elsewhere, but here they're like too expensive for casual use, basically. Even though I know they're like the #1 choice in America for just any marker ever. Sharpies are pretty cheap where I live. Well, not here. Not here. Here they're like one of the more expensive markers you can get. You can get a lot done with enough determination even if you don't have access to Sharpies. Okay, we're so back. Hello, bootleg K9, and that's everybody. Okay. That's that. Let me see. So we're gonna be continuing this dialogue here, obviously, with frickin' Rose Sprite suddenly, new character, which same character but new character. You know what I mean? And I mean, okay, let me find a song for this. Because we were playing frickin' Darling Kanaya all the time last time. Something cheerful. Well, cheerful but also chill. So like no Olive Rogue.
Whoa, I was talking but not heard. Damn.
Yeah, I did not hear you at all. Hi, Luna. Were you muted or?
I was. Yes, I didn't realize.
Okay.
I was sad because you ignored my pun, and then I realized I had no pun to give.
Okay, sure. Pale Rapture. I like to consider Pale Rapture a John theme, but we'll use it. I haven't heard this song in a while. Okay.
Who's John?
Frisk Undertale.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna recreate the Sharpie buff. I have enough of them lying around. You think so? Okay. I watched what's his name on YouTube? I forgot. Freaking Funk McLovin's, yeah, Funk McLovin's video on the Sharpie path. He made a really interesting point about how, while it's not the sole reason for it, people's like fascination with the Sharpie buff story, like pretty much made the whole phenomenon of Homestuck fans de-appreciating each other like more common, which was kind of sad to hear because it made sense, but because I really liked it as like just a joke, but it was sad to hear when he actually explained it. I don't know. Okay, reading. So, what does this even mean? Like, there's 2 roses now? What the frick? What are we supposed to do with this information? The unfolding unfolding set of circumstances. Yeah, like that's what I was thinking exactly. Thank you, Dave. Also, hold on. We need Azur in here, so I will send him the. Okay, Azur is offline, it seems.
Yes. By the way, I am very thankful because today the Discord live works.
Discord live?
Yesterday I didn't tell you, but it never worked. I just used my own collection.
Brr, why did you not tell me? Audio is kind of
I
quiet.
don't know. I wanted to keep you in ignorance and bliss.
That's weird. I thought I already fixed that yesterday. Okay, how is it now? Like me compared to Luna, compared to the music, how's the balance right now? Hello? Hello, 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 hello. Actually, I'm gonna look at it myself.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
I'm still a bit loud. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Actually, I'm gonna hear. Okay, it's still kind of quiet, damn. Didn't even realize. That's really weird. I thought I already fixed that last time. I did make it louder, yeah. Now I mean even louder. Hold on. What does this sound? Audio mixing. Yeah. Now I mean even louder. Hold on. What does this sound? Okay. By the way, can you even hear the music? Like at all? When I was trying to listen to the stream, I couldn't even hear it, so maybe I'm gonna bump up that browser audio a little. How is it now?
How is it? Tell us.
Blah 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 blah. How is it now? Blah blah.
How is it?
Okay, I can hear it on the yeah, I can hear it on the stream. Okay. It's hard to hear for me. The music in Luna is fine. It's still hard to hear for me. That's so weird. What? I like my volume setting on my own mic is like so much higher than yesterday. And yesterday nobody complained about the volume.
Maybe it's because no one wanted to hear you.
Damn, harsh. Actually, I'm gonna look at my previous stream. Like maybe when I replayed it, I didn't really pay attention to how I sounded. This was way up somewhere. No, I can hear myself just fine for yesterday. That's what the hell happened between streams where for suddenly I need like my thing to be way higher. That's so weird. Okay. Audio is max
It's
and
a
legit.
streamer's curse.
Audio is max and legit craft. You sound like you're whispering. What the hell? I don't. Audio is max and legit craft. You sound like you're whispering. Does anybody else? Okay, when I replayed the stream, I was hearing myself just fine. Okay, can anybody else here like contribute to the conversation? So like, we also have some other people talking about how they hear me, because when I replayed the stream, I heard myself fine. Okay, okay, now I'm at
I'm
max.
listening to it right now.
Now I'm at max on my OBS. What the hell? Okay, now I'm at max.
I'm listening to it right now.
Now I'm at max on my OBS.
It's fine. You're very hearable.
IDK, everything is normal? Ugh. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna... Okay, from the outside I'm gonna increase it a little more even. By like 1 decibel. There we go. Wow. Can't type much, I'm at work, that makes sense. Am I too loud now, maybe? What the hell? Am I too loud now, maybe? Not really. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at this.
Yay!
So, what does this even mean? Like, there's 2 roses now, like, what the frick? What are we even supposed to do with this informational and unfolding set of circumstances? I don't know, Dave. I have advanced seer powers, and the newly acquired insight of a mystical guide, and even I'm stumped about this turn of events. I'm surprised she's being like this smiley and cheery about it, considering what she, like, from her perspective, just went through. Okay then, good to know I'm not dumb, and this is literally, is inherently irrational. Thanks, Ghost Cat, great job. Meow meow meow. So what now? Well, it's nice to be back after such a spectacular sequence of tragic events, even though I have no memory of having been gone for long. But I also understand I am now the subordinate Rose. I don't like that. So with respect to my ongoing role, I will have to defer to real Rose. Okay, this is weird to me. Because maybe this is just my obsession with like alternate selves in general in Homestuck, but it feels really weird for Rose to just decide for like to like think about this, that Rose becomes a sprite and her first thought is, oh, I'm no longer the real Rose. I feel like she would have like some more complicated thoughts about that immediately. Because this isn't like part of the inherent sprite thoughts, like so. This little exchange this feels really weird to me. Because Dave's sprite didn't immediately have these kinds of thoughts, or didn't at least express them in any way until after we were like because it doesn't feel right for me to me that Spurb would just do that. That like a prototyped person would immediately think that they are the subordinate of another of the same person. Like that just seems like a super specific thing that Spurb itself wouldn't account for, and like make them feel that way automatically when becoming a sprite. So this feels really weird. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. Then again, I don't have feet anymore.
Okay, let me get in position.
Yeah. Are you shrimping?
Yes. Where is...
Here.
Right, yes. LOL.
Very, very valuable input, Roxy. It's also worth pointing out that my programming as a sprite informs me that I exist at the pleasure of the player who released my kernel. So, Roxy, what do you think I should do?
Wow. I don't know. Man, I only just met a live Rose here. And that was after just burying you and saying goodbye and all, which was this, emotional thing. And now you're back because of a silly cat. And I don't know, I'm confused here. Rose, what do you think? Rose. Yo, Rose. Hello?
This is so stupid! Oh my god, Rose is yelling? First time in like for okay. Oh, she's laughing about this. What the hell? I'm sorry. I can't sit here and pretend to take this seriously. Rose, you okay? I guess so. Yes, I'm fine. This is just so dumb. My powers let me see fortuitous outcomes, but I didn't see this coming at all. But it doesn't register as for fortuitous or otherwise. You know why? Because it's completely meaningless. What the hell? I mean, sure. I thought so too when birthday happened, but that turned out to be like a whole thing. And important stuff happened as a result. Kinda. No, this isn't like that. Trust me, Dave. I'm not grasping at straws here. My abilities tend to not to leave such things to speculation. This development makes absolutely no sense. Not for us as a group, and definitely not for me personally, or her for that matter. And how could this possibly mean anything for my growth or personal development in any way? This almost makes it official. I have no comprehensive path. There is nothing to overcome, no lesson to learn, no cathartic light at the end of this preposterous tunnel. I mean, That's interesting. This little thing is actually interesting to me, considering that she was going on about how she feels weird about, having a quest to do in the first place, even if it adapts to whatever point in your life you are when you take it, right? That is weird to me. I mean, not weird to me. That is interesting to me. Compared to now, where her own powers, right, which she believes are, more worth trusting than whatever forces control the quests, right? And here, they are telling her that this means nothing, therefore her conclusion is, I have nothing in front of me. She trusts her own powers more to, tell her that. So at least that's, an interesting little tidbit of, her internal thinking there, I guess.
Yeah.
Not for me, at least. I seriously have the dumbest arc anyone could ever possibly imagine. Rose, we don't have frickin' arcs, we're just human beings. Okay. Is that the end? Flash, hello? Yeah. That's so weird, what? I'm so... What is going... Ugh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me read the chat. You sound just peachy. Okay. I mean, I am white, so... prophetic powers too. Just Sprite self-worth, always at the terror of Homestuck, I guess. Andrew Smith says, I am super glad you said that. I hate the idea that any version of a character might be more or less important, even if they are from a doomed timeline. No, that's the thing, right? Because this was part of Dave Sprite's, character, his person, right? He was, eventually we came to the point where he was kind of struggling to, be anyone, considering that he's another Dave, right? Not even in a separate instance where he knows that another Dave is somewhere out there. No, he is just another Dave in a place where there is another Dave. And that was a whole thing that felt like was leading up to something, but ended up not really having anything going on there, not much at least. And now we have this. And Rose immediately goes out, Rose Sprite immediately goes out and says, "Oh, I immediately recognize myself as the inferior Rose." That just feels okay, maybe this is too salty of an interpretation, but this is what my feelings are on this right now, right? It's not that much rational thought behind it, just my feelings. This feels freaking sweeping under the carpet a potential thing to develop a character more with, okay, I don't Hasi was I don't want to write around this, I don't want to write because stuff because of this. I'm just gonna sweep it under the carpet with this dialogue by making Rose say, hey, I know that I'm less important. That just because, again, that just feels so unnatural, unfair to me, and kind of does betray what was going on in the beginning of the comic with Dave Sprite to me. I don't know. That's what this feels like to me. Maybe I'm gonna change my thoughts later.
It's fine.
Rose's Joker arc. So apparently Rose Sprite was okay with not the main Rose, because regular Rose just thinks Rose Sprite is meaningless. That say sorry, Rose. As I understand, this is an attempt at meta humor, which is kinda undermined by the fact that Homestuck is too meta already, and by this point you're basically reading just to see how stupid this stupid thing ends. Not really. I'm still hoping for like an actual satisfying conclusion. Like, here is the thing. In my mind, this is not the point of the comic where you should be like throwing whatever into the comic to just see what happens and see what kind of like, you have to live with your decisions. We have to live with the fact now that happened. The fact that Rose said it's meaningless in a meta way, I guess, kind of makes sense. But again, I'm like, so you did. So why was this done in like from like a writing perspective, right? For just that joke, for just that little joke exchange. What, like, in the end, I would have probably liked it if like another, like a completely different character was revived, right? So it just still is super weird for me to see. I mean, this other Rose is like another instance of like, you know, a whole person. Like, they are complete, like, now separately functioning people, Rose, Sprite, and Rose, which I'm gonna respect that, obviously. But I have a feeling that the comic itself isn't gonna respect that much, like we saw with that little dialogue there. So I'm a little concerned for like Rose Sprite in general. I'd like how the comic is gonna treat her.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a valid concern, but don't worry.
Luna, you can't just like end every single thing I'm concerned with about the comic with "Don't worry." Like, I want to engage with this thing, please.
Why would you think I'm being serious with that? I'm just saying that because I don't know how to continue my thoughts.
See, I am stupid, right? And my brain just doesn't understand that. I took that seriously.
Okay, fine. Then do worry if you want to.
If I want to. Right now I want
Yes,
to.
that's my actual thoughts.
In this moment, thank you. Rose should be thankful Dave Sprite got mixed in with a Mombird. At least she gets to look like herself. I don't know, it was like an original look for him. That line by Rose Sprite read to me as Rose doesn't have the same issue as Dave with identity. That's interesting to think about, but the way, just how bluntly that all of that was said there, it's feels weird to me, right? Like, I can't get over the feeling of it being weird for me. Rose is fine being the less important Rose, unlike Dave Sprite and Dave. Still doesn't track for me with her character, like how I understood her at least. Hopefully everyone has a great reading session and I'll be playing some games in the meanwhile. Okay, have fun, Helixas. Revive Fedora Freak with an extra kernel? True, actually. That's so based. I wonder if at one point Hasi saw the scope of the whole story and character development, but then decided to cut down on things they didn't want to write, including the Sprite existentialism thing. I mean, that's what it feels like, right? Like, at some point there was a plan to like go through with that. I mean, it's not just this though. Homestuck in general feels like some stuff that could have had thematic relevance, like especially later into the comic, was just kind of ignored. Again, it's nice that we're getting these these conversations. Like, obviously, I extremely enjoyed the John Dave Karkat one. Like, that was wonderful, but it's gonna be real tough to experience that. Like, if there is gonna be more stuff like that, I feel like I'm gonna have a bit of a hard time with like the comic acknowledging in its final moments like the more niche parts of the comic, not just like the main cast, you know. Okay, that's what I'm thinking right now. Anyway, Kanaya Karkat Vriska, this is gonna be interesting to say the least. Let me change the song.
No.
Yes, I will. You can't stop me.
I'll catch your internet.
You can't.
I am speaking with the president right now.
Okay, sure. Pilot Light. Jade's song, but whatever. Pilot Light. From Colors and Mayhem. I think Hassie's exhaustion with the story definitely shows through some parts in Act 6, some thematic things just being dropped for no reason. That's what I feel too, but I don't know. I guess it's just a shame. I don't know if I can blame anyone exactly here. It's just a shame to see this, considering I was hoping for some more catharsis in these final parts. Which I bet we're still gonna get a bunch of catharsis to other parts of the comic, but I guess what it looks like to me right now is that it's just gonna be a little less than I was hoping for. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going over there?
How'd you feel like?
I told them I would leave them alone and go talk to some trolls. I guess this troll over here will have to do. Happy to be of service. Man, look at them. They all seem so excited, like a bunch of wigglers hopped on high fructose grub sauce. Actually, I'm gonna make it a little less loud for myself.
Hey, that's apple juice.
I hope they didn't crash from this reunion buzz too hard before it's showtime. If they do, I am sure that one of your contingency plans will swing into full effect. Maybe you can buy time for everyone to recover by lulling our adversaries into an extensive strategy session. Hey Mariam, why don't you can it? Our sassy little games of one-upsmanship are fun and all, but I'm trying to be sincere here. You know, seeing as this is the last time I'll see you all in a while, What's she doing here exactly? Like, where is she going? Where does she even have to go? Like what kind of place does she have to go that's not, like, readily available within a day? Or a couple hours, I guess. You're right, sorry. Bring on the sincerity. I was just saying about the humans. They seem so happy. I mean, look at Rose. No offense, but most of the time she's kind of a pill. None taken and me too, probably. Good point. But I don't think I've ever seen her like that, by which I mean making no discernible effort whatsoever to disguise the fact that she's happy. Well, okay, maybe there were a couple times. Is that in reference to how you like to flagrantly spy on us sometimes? I don't spy on you! That is just an unfair characterization. Would you can it with that crap already? Whoa, 2 question marks and not 8, like having multiple interpunction stuff with without it being 8 of them. Damn, Vriska fell off.
True, actually.
Blah blah.
Blah blah.
Oh, somebody's coming into my room.
Tu jest powerbank na pewno. Proszę sprawdzić, jak mi jest tam. Ja muszę zetrzeć tego. Ja nie mogę tego znieść.
Mama, ale dzisiaj jest, w sensie dzisiaj, teraz jest zaraz już po północy, ale w tej chwili jest czwartek.
Ale Mateusz?
That's a good question, actually. I don't have marshmallows right now, but we can make that a pre-show for the last episode of the series. The Chubby Bunny special. My keyboard impressions are terrifyingly good. Don't mess with me.
Damn it, I had another fucking moment of not muting myself while BRBing. Just like I accidentally muting Discord audio instead of my audio input capture. Sucks. Okay. I'll never understand your ongoing and apparently... Oh. No, okay, I'm unmuted on Discord, you can hear me. I'll never understand your ongoing and apparently unironic use of the phrase, can it? And in particular, why do you always seem to direct this expression to me and seemingly no one else? Damn, Vriska thinks you're the yapper then, huh? I just think it is such a peculiar and amusing way to tell someone to be quiet. What? Why? No, that's normal. That's a normal way of putting it. I mean, it's a pretty normal thing to say, right? When you want someone to pipe down. Pipe down isn't even much better. It's just a funny thing you say, and the fact that you don't realize it makes it funnier. I think the underlying explanation is that you are just funnier that you realize or try to be. Sorry, I meant than. It is something to like about you. I guess I have to accept your sass as a compliment then. It's still weird for to see. I mean, obviously it makes sense, but that they're like on better terms, but it's like kind of hard to get used to.
Yeah.
And no, I don't spy on you. I just check in with you sometimes to see how you're doing. Okay, if that is how you want to put it, you involve yourself in many private matters without even offering the pretense of doing otherwise. To think that at one point I was regarded as the meddlesome one. Yeah, fussy fangs. Yeah, that is what you were called. What you were called. God, I can't speak. Look, it just so happens that I care very deeply for all my friends and want to make sure they're doing alright on a somewhat regular basis. Is that a crime? In some societies, violating the privacy of others, in certain ways, yes, I believe so. I understand your motives though, and really, this is just me giving you a hard time. I mean, you know, after everything, she still deserves it, even... I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, you're right.
I mean, because she's still dismissive of Tavros even after all this time for literally no reason as I see it right now. She's still like hard on him for some reason. I don't
She's
even
still
get
Briska.
why. Yeah.
Briska. Oh no.
Blah blah. Huge binge. Okay.
Yes.
It's a slightly smaller binge. Okay.
Oh.
I never got to why everyone treats their romantic affairs as so private. What's the big deal? So you like to do smooching and stuff with another person? Maybe get over yourselves? Karkat is the worst offender. You'd think he was changed with guarding straight secrets? Newsflash, buddy. Nobody gives a frick. It sounds like you very much give a frick though. Yeah. Hey, why don't you cut me some slack. I don't hold anyone to standards, and I don't hold myself to. I'm very open about my relationships, my allegiance with Terezi. My allegiance, that's right, I forgot about that. Ask me anything. I have nothing to hide. We'll throw our diamonds up in your face like we're making a getaway. We don't even give a frick. If you don't... I can't speak, God. If you can't take the stench, then get out of the meals block. Get out of the meal block? What does that even mean?
Nothing, probably?
Meal block? Get out of the meal block. Get out of town. That's the only thing I can think of, but meal block? What?
Meal block. Of course.
How many marshmallows can you fit in your mouth? I can fit 4 big ones and 17 small ones. Wow, okay. You know what? I should try that. I should try to see.
I suggested a Chubby Bunny pre-show for the last...
no camera, with no webcam. Freaking...
Yes.
Fitting marshmallows into my mouth with no webcam, okay.
Yes. As a pre-show to the last episode of the Homestuck series.
I'll have something prepared. I was already thinking of making something like a presentation before we do the last thing before we watch Collide eventually when we do it, like something along the lines of summarizing the series and being appreciative of my inclusion in the fandom, I suppose. That's something similar to that. I was already planning to do that, but I will wait with creating that once we're actually close.
Yeah.
Craft Stream Bingo will still be made. You can listen. You can ask Sable for the bingo. Sable has already made the bingo. Some of the squares don't make that much sense, but most of them are really good. Sable has already made the Craft Stream Bingo. It's great. I won't find it right now because it's probably like buried like on Sable. What's your gender? What's your pronouns? Oh, wait. Did I just disconnect from Discord?
No.
I heard noises
though.
No,
you did not.
It's weird.
I don't know. But I'm here. You're here. We are here.
Vriska definitely says, I don't give a frick, while giving all the fricks about it. True. Okay. Okay. The same with any Ashen liaisons. What the hell is that word? What is this? I've been involved with over the years. What's the big deal? I have to admit to being impressed with your strangely natural proficiency with auspicitism. Huh. It is an incredibly difficult quadrant to master and very emotionally taxing, I find, in a way that conflicts with the pursuit of relationships in other quadrants. I can't ignore that during your trip you probably diffused a lot of unpleasant situations before they started. But when it comes to the matters of privacy and such, and which forms of expression people even feel at ease showing in public, pale relationships are really different, I think. What about the other kind? Seems to me you have not been involved in any, so I'm not sure you really understand. I just don't have time for anything like that in my life right now. Red and black relationships are so absorbing, but I have a strong pale relationship, which is very important to me. But that's about all I can handle. Maybe later on, when the dust settles from this crazy adventure, I'll consider it. But for now, this is all I can deal with. I just have too many irons in the fire, you know. Wow, it's been a long time since irons in the fire were referenced. Good googly moogly. Okay. I know all about the irons. I have heard rumors of this alleged fire as well. So, what are they talking about? What? Oh, your buddies over there. We were still talking about that. It's ridiculous how easily we get sidetracked by romantic blither. Oh, family stuff mainly. It's pretty fascinating, sociologically speaking, I mean. Their idea of families. The idea of siblings is strange enough. People who are actually genetically similar and grow up together. Ugh. Okay, I like how they're going back to this sort of topic. Spending all that time with Dave and Rose, you started getting a sense for it, like the logic of it, how it must have shaped Earth society, but also its inherent ridiculousness. Sharing a resistance with your near clone while growing up? So preposterous. But then you add the idea of parents, and suddenly it's a complete madness. Our society was so individualistic, and that all seemed so normal and reasonable. So I look over there and see two Lalondes and a Strider, and there is a whole other Strider on the way, and a human family starts striking me as not so much a social unit, as so much as like an infestation. That's a really funny way of saying that. You know what? I appreciate this little like bit of dialogue. That's really good. That's really good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I will say an entire other Strider does sound like a bit much. Okay. On top of what is already quite a spectacle. Maybe we just don't get it. Of course we don't, that's my point. I mean, we have ancestors, but under normal circumstances it's pretty much unheard of to imagine you'd ever get the chance to meet them. We had the unusual privilege of meeting most of ours, or at least, well, certain versions of them, but that's still just a one-person lineage. That's really simple and comprehensible. Human lineage is just a huge clusterfuck, if you ask me. There is a certain advantage to it, though. Their decentralized propagation makes it a lot more likely their race will persist. The same cannot be said for ours. I still often wonder if we are the last of our kind. You're still doubtful about whether you can hatch a new mother grab? Yeah, more than doubtful, I'd say. Well, there are some good news, Kanaya. There are some really good news on the way. Yep. I'm very much looking forward to that exchange with Roxanne Lalondeth. You shouldn't lose faith. I'm not even... Oh, I'm surprised Vriska said that. I'm not even the slightest bit worried about whether you can do it. When you get the chance, just brainstorm about it with the Lalondes. They tend to be full of ideas. Anyway, try to not get down about it. I have a good feeling. Get down about what? Oh, there's here. Oh crap! Here comes Karkat.
He is here.
He is here. A particular obligation I have yet to fulfill. I sense she possesses some intelligence on the matter she wishes to be cagey about. So I guess that part of the conversation has been concluded. Obligation, Vriska. Have you been dishing more dirt on our strategy before formally bringing our meeting back to order? Pretty sloppy leadership move, if you ask me. Karkat, it had nothing to do with your and Kanaya's upcoming roles in this campaign. It was a more private matter. Oh right, because they both are gonna probably still go to frickin' Echidna. I completely forgot about that. That's awesome, actually. I totally want to see that. I'm really looking forward to that. I hope we don't skip over it. It was a more private matter pertaining to Kanaya's broader significance to the future of our people. I will be very clearly spelling out the roles you and she will be playing momentarily. Me and she? As in, like, together? What the frick are we supposed to be doing together? You'll find out. Great! I'm so glad! At this point, I only ever feel angst or even the slightest sense of agitation in my soul to the precise extent that I worry Vriska might not have all of our fortunes completely mapped out already. I'm beginning to hyperventilate slightly less just thinking about it. Oh my god, Karkat, I bless your soul. Good to hear, Karkat. Almost as cool as it is to see you yelled yourself out with John and Dave already, and have decided to come clock in some yelling time with us. Your ability to dig deep down and to find a second wind is really quite astonishing. I shudder to think what would happen if this party were to this party if we run out of its most precious natural resource. Ha ha ha! Burned, owned, devastated. What more is there to say? Nothing really, unless you want to whatever pitiful okay, hold on, I need to change my sprite for this. Pitiful tatters of your self-image you have left to get power pissed on by God Queen Circuit herself, yet again. Either that, or one could ruminate fondly over the heavenly red-forked reality wherein she was stabbed in the back by her moirail, and we all got to live out the frickin' bliss that timeline must have been. Just think of the peace and quiet we would have had on the meteor. It was probably more worth the price of cannon blasting ours first into some sort of massive trap. Well, I mean, you wouldn't have been as happy until the very end, where you actually started to reconnect with the resident Dave, but yeah. Vriska Circuit, making the living envy the hypothetical dead since whatever it was, she started doing that. Why to stick the landing on that barb?
Barb?
Barate? Atarb? What is this word? I don't know. Meal block is a kitchen. Oh, okay. Get out of the kitchen, okay. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. Okay, yeah, that makes sense now. Okay, thanks. Vriska is still Vriska. More news at 5. Thank you, Izan. Reading chat. I can now see CD wearing like 1,000 coats. Oh, you guys were mistaken freaking Marshmallow for 4 coats. Okay, the interesting conversation there. The grey goat, he was already here. Grumpiest of all time. The wild Karkat stumbles into the conversation. He sure does. Karkat just eavesdropping like that? Damn, what rude manners. Power pissed is sure our words, yeah. If Karkat and Kankri swapped places in this comic, I feel like this conversation wouldn't change. They'll both be done with Vriska being vague. You think so? I don't know. Barb, spiky
That's
thing.
kind of a wet
Landing
thing to
on.
me.
Okay, so it is Barb. I did read it right the first time. I was just confused why it would be Barb, but yeah, I don't know. Genius. I appreciate that you are just moseying over to arbitrarily drum up some utterly meaningless contention between us. But it's like I've said before many times, Karkat, I'm not interested. Ouch! Slaughtered again! Hee. Don't listen to her, Kanaya. It's just like this running gag she does all the time, to own me. What? Is this a funny thing we do? Or mainly she does, always implying that I've been spades crushing on her and getting shut down. It never stops being hilarious. I don't think that's what's happening, Karkat. Interesting.
Very
First
interesting.
of all, as if she can prove anything. Second, okay, you know what? If this is happening, this is reminding me a lot of him, of him denying having any sort of black feelings towards John. This is really reminding me of that right now. Second, if we're being totally fair here, more than a few of her snappy comebacks are arguably more tinged with that sort of eyebrow-cocking hostility than anything I've ever said to her, maybe makes one a little less suspicious, no? That maybe there's some projection going on here, just saying.
There's something going on here, right?
Yeah, the irony of this sentence. Alright, Karkat, I'm going to leave you here to dig yourself into whatever embarrassing hole you seem intent on digging. I'm going to keep working on the crowd a bit. As you know, a leader's job is never done. See ya. Yes! Yes! It's this I'm waiting for this face. Mostly weird art, as you can see Kanaya with no freaking eyelashes there, but some golden images like this here. Ah, wonderful.
Yes.
Barb also means a witty insult. Oh, I didn't know that. I feel like it would change the fact that Kanker is still a self-righteous prick who would be way too obnoxious. I don't think... I don't think he would make it that obvious immediately as Karkat. Like that he is annoyed, I guess. It's a John panel redraw, just notice that. Wait, is it? Is it him, like, waving bye-bye to the Durst ship? Is that what this is? Hold on. Is that what that is?
Is it?
I don't know. But actually, no, hold on. Let me, easier way to navigate where this would be. All features, and then search up Warhammer. Yeah. There we go. So after this, somewhere. Yeah, okay, so ship, and it's... Maybe it's a reference, but it's definitely not a panel like reuse. He wasn't drawn over John here, but maybe it's a reference.
Mm-hmm.
Bye! Maybe try acting a little more gracious in defeat next time. Just a little advice from one leader to another. She's gone. I think you needed to come up with that comeback a little faster. Yeah, damn. I think as a friend, he's so boy failure. Oh, I disconnected from the VC again. Hi, I'm back. I've disconnected from the VC again for no reason.
Oh, yeah, this time I kind of heard that. I don't know. For like half a second.
Of John waving at CD11 WV leaving. I'm so almost clever. Shout out to me. almost clever. Nice compliment to yourself. Okay. I think as a friend it would behoove me to confide somewhat about the realities of pursuing anything with her. Wait, what? Kanaya, you weren't taking that pathetic, jokey, unrequited Blackroom stuff seriously, were you? Let's imagine that my attitude toward the joking or non-joking status of that was perfectly neutral, while I just say these things. Aside from the fact that she literally just got finished telling me she wasn't interested in any non-pile relationships, I think that it would be a blind alley regardless. I admit this from experience, and not without chagrined hesitation, but only frustration and heartbreak are down that road. Oh, she's turned out to be a tremendous partner in pale relationships, maybe even a bit freakishly so, but anything stronger than that I think would probably be disastrous. She is way too focused and self-absorbed to maintain such strong feelings for long. Damn. This is some very serious analysis here, Kanaya. That's interesting that she's willing to talk at length about this way more when Vriska actually isn't in the picture. That's really interesting to think about. Especially considering her past crush on Vriska, maybe something that has something to do with that, but maybe I'm speaking out of my arse here.
No, I think you've got a point.
She would need to learn to let go of some of her ambition and figure out how to prioritize the feelings of other people. She might even figure out how to be happy. Shudder. Thank you, Kanaya. Yeah, wow. A chill just ran up my posture pole. Posture pole? Trying to imagine that, you know. I don't know if I've ever told you, but you have a really impressive grasp over romantic analysis. You know, if they talked more, maybe they could bond over some of the movies Karkat was watching. But no, they had to have their little cliques, their little romantic clips. He had to be gay with Dave, huh? And not have friends. I mean, they probably talked a little, but it would have been cool if they had more of a thing going on, friend-wise, more of a thing friend-ways, like deeper of a thing friend-ways. I like Kanaya and Karkat a lot. Yes. I like Kanaya and Karkat a lot. I would really like to for them to be a bit closer, but nah, this is really good still. Well, I have read a lot of novels too. I just don't brag much about it because it would literally be preposterous to do so. we should be jamming on this subject more. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is what I was just talking about, dude. Yeah. Why are you having this epiphany now and not on the 3 years on the meteor, dude? Maybe explore some of my more advanced theories. We're surrounded by amateurs in this field, so it gets a bit frustrating. Well, the mayor's a good sounding board at least, when I want to bounce off some of my more out there ideas off someone. Why don't we schedule an academic conference sometime? Just you and me and the mayor. Oh, frick yes! Oh, that sounds great! I wanna see that! Hell yeah! Okay, last one. John and Jake. This one is definitely one that I've been looking forward to. Or wait, did we actually read this one already?
Yay.
Wait, did we read this? I don't remember.
No,
Maybe if I read
we
it.
left
Okay.
this for later.
Hey. Okay, let me change the music. What's Dapper Dueling sound again like? It's a little too quirky. And we could have really used the frickin' Pale Rapture for this, but we already played it. How does Do the Windy thing sound? It'll do. It's not that chill, but I'll play it at the BG. Tell me whenever the music is too distracting, by the way. Hi, hello funny YouTube things. Are you another person who changed their name in PFP? Because I feel like I recognize your style of typing, but I don't exactly know who it would be. Basically, Vriska is aromantic because she's on that grind and doesn't have time for this crap. That doesn't constitute being aromantic, isn't? That's just how you are, not how you are in the moment. But okay. Jake be like, John, why do you look just like me? I mean, that's how we see it, but they probably see more of a difference. I like to imagine the difference between John and Jake being that John has a more triangular face and Jake has a more square face. Anyway, bless you.
Now you.
Okay, fine. Hey, Mr. Jake Howdy, I presume? No, it's English actually. 'Twas my grandma's surname. I kind of remember this. Actually, I'm gonna look back at my other VODs. Let me see. I kind of remember this, like kind of. Okay, so.
I don't know. I'm just a little stupid.
Perhaps. Not here. This is where we read the Dave Karkat and John conversation. How was this stream? What did we read this stream? Okay, damn it. Wrong button. Terezi and Vriska. A little. No, this is more. Yeah. This is more of this. Okay, this is blah.
And this is blah.
And this is blah. Yeah, no, okay, we didn't read this yet.
Nice.
I'm gonna need to make the music a little less loud. Okay, there we go. Oh, by the way, hello, Kanye Lover. I didn't actually say hi to you. I like how the only difference between John and Jake is that they have different hair, lol. And they have different glasses if you look close enough. John's glasses are a bit taller. But their mouth is like exactly the same, pixel to pixel. When you try to draw Jake but you make John instead, I sometimes struggle to tell if somebody's Jake or John in fan art, honestly. Okay. Hey, Mr. Jake Hardy, I presume? No, it's... Sorry, wrong voice. No, it's English actually. It was my grandma's surname. Okay. Oh, my mistake. So then, is it just a coincidence that she had the same name as an invincible supervillain? Are coincidences even real? I don't know. This history is a little murky to me. I had heard she took the name from a nasty fellow to spite a wicked baroness. Well, it's the same guy then. Okay, good to know. It's been interesting to learn about how even though we are all pretty similar, we all had a lot of really different life details. I guess so. Like, there are all of these things I take for granted about Jade's childhood, which in theory is similar to yours, but not really. She had a super powerful dog you didn't have, and also a grandpa you couldn't have had because that was grown up you. I'd be really curious about to hear about all the differences in your life sometime, if you don't mind. Sure. Hell, I'd be really curious to hear about the differences in my old life, so to speak, but Jane is asleep. I'm guessing she grew up in a similar situation I did, but with a bunch of differences. I guess I'll just have to wait. And John is curious. The egg bird has curiosity. Well, she was a good friend. I know lots of stuff about her life. But what do you want to know? Oh, let's see. So, I was her grandpa instead of her being my nana. I'm not sure if that statement made sense, but you know what I mean. Yeah, she had a pop-up. He was a really funny and beloved old-time comedian, so I guess that is the guy you grew up to be. Cool. I never knew my nana growing up, except as an urn of ashes above the fireplace. I only met her as a sprite. Was I dead? Or was he? Yep. But he wasn't ashes. They had a different way of preserving him, which I think was arguably more dignified. I really like seeing John find out about his alternate self. That's really cool. How? And like an alternate adult self, as in. Have you seen Weekend at Bernie's? No. I've heard of it though. Oh man, you have to see it. It's about a couple of knuckleheads who parade around with a funny corpse trying to pass him off as a living friend, and a good time Charlie over a series of escapades. Sounds incredible. I still have it if you want to see it sometime. Definitely. So do you like movies? Do I? Oh, this is really nice. Haha, I love movies too. There are a whole bunch I'd want to show you, assuming you haven't seen them already. I love talking about them with people. Oh, sorry. I think my friends usually just humored me about the movies I liked, but I have a feeling you'd really dig them. Oh, I guarantee you I would. Awesome. I can't wait to show you some. So, that means Jane had an old man corpse version of me around somewhere, like in her house. Yes. Okay, that sounds pretty preposterous to me, but I guess she must have grown up thinking it was normal. No, not really. She was always pretty put off by it, to be honest. Ha, poor Jane. I'll have to apologize to her for freaking her out from beyond the grave. What was her life like, otherwise? Pretty typical, I'd say. She always characterized it as boring, but I never agreed, really. She got to live on the mainland with access to all kinds of things I didn't have. Plus, she lived with a cool and manly father who cared about her a lot, and he seemed like a stand-up gent. Oh. John hearing about Dad Crocker, perhaps? Oh, she lived with her dad too? Do you know anything about him? Oh, I'm clapping. Oh, it's happening. Not so much other than
It might be happening.
It might be happening, chat. It might be happening. Not much other than what I just said and a few things she told me. I think he was a stern and fatherly and dressed well, if memory serves. He was a private detective at one point. A private detective? Wow. It sounds like he must have been a completely different kind of dad from the one I had. No. No, John. Literally same guy. I mean, aside from the fact that he wouldn't, like, put jesters everywhere because they didn't even, like, have the weird dream graffiti in the rooms, like the Alpha Kids.
Wow.
Yes.
It sounds like he must have been a completely different kind of dad from the one I had. All these differences are so interesting. Some are subtle, but but somewhat drastic. Like this one apparently is. It would be neat to meet him. I mean, not that it would be much of a substitute for getting to see my dad again, since they're totally different people, but you know what I mean. Do you know what happened to him? I'm not sure. I kinda lost track of him for a while. I think he might be in jail. Jail? Yeah, on this. I think. I could be wrong though. I'll make a mental note to check on him sometime soon. Yes! 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 I don't think it's normal to
That's
be this.
great.
I don't think it's normal to be this excited about that, but yes. Ah, okay.
Actually, yeah, I think it is. I think it's normal
Okay, thank you.
and good.
I bet Jane would want to too when she wakes up. I'll ask her about it. Yeah, I think it's just that in the pre-retcon timeline when they got their god tier powers, they just didn't have enough time with all of the crazy stuff happening to like actually do stuff they couldn't before, but with powers now. Because like I feel like they could totally break out Dad with their powers like from theirs regularly. Like they could totally do that, but obviously they just didn't have time. A lot of things just happened really fast there. So now there's totally time. Or well, like since they're still waiting on Lord the English. I don't even know how he will appear here, but I guess we'll see still. So coincidence isn't real, but not everything has a purpose or reason. That is very nihilistic of you, Mr. Hussey. Mix Hussey. Yeah, okay. Weekend at Bernie's versus Connor, which is the best. I haven't watched either one. I feel like I would enjoy Connor more. The funny thing is, my parents saw Connor. I don't know what their opinion is of it, but my dad, I mentioned Connor like once to him. Just because he saw me listening to like a rendition of How Do I Live Without You, you know? And he mentioned that in Polish the movie is called Lot Skazańców, which literally translates into English as Flight of the Damned. But well, like the damned as in not the damned as in like in hell, but as in people who are like damned to be in prison, you know? That kind of damned.
Oh.
Poor Dadbirds, just kind of buried somewhere, I guess. Private detective, maybe even a private investigator. You can dream, Izan, you can dream. Why can't Jasper bring back his corpse? I guess that's true too. Huh. We could have had that sprite actually. You're totally correct. Man. John, go see your dad. John, go see your son. Not that. Okay, but mixed messages here. Isn't that bird still somewhere on the battlefield on the roof of that castle? He should be, yeah. I mean, we still have one Colonel Sprite left, but honestly, at this point, I'm kind of like. I'm doubtful, honestly, at this point, you know? I'm doubtful of that like, the original Dad being sprited. Like, that is the development that I feel like Hussey would just not write at this point. I mentioned Connor to my dad and he was like, every time you think, okay, this movie is gonna be over soon, it's not, and he was so right. Okay, interesting comment. Also, I saw you guys talk about why did John not retcon Dad's death. I'm okay with that, considering that he was just like fixing the bare minimum just so game over wouldn't happen, basically. But yeah, that you could like say a lot of stuff about how he could have fixed this, he could have fixed this, he could have fixed this. I feel like that would just make the universe like way too different, like way too unrecognizable for like. I guess they were just trying to replicate what already happened, but without game over. You know, I have already accepted that in my mind.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll ask her about it. Good idea. Silly fellas. Okay. You know, Jake, at first you seemed pretty shy, but you don't really seem that way at all now. You just strike me as a nice regular dude who likes movies and stuff. I'm glad we're getting a chance to talk. Yeah, me too. I've been feeling way out of sorts here since I got sprung from the big house and dragged along to this here frog stage to suddenly bump gums with way too many people. But you are very good company, John, and you know how to make a guy feel at ease. Yay! Ha, yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot of people. I'm having trouble keeping track of everyone myself. They all seem like decent folk and all, but I guess everyone's catching me at a bad time. This wasn't how I pictured things going at all. Not, and how are you picturing it? Naively, I suppose. It's not that I was expecting differently of anyone else, more that I had spurious visions of my own conduct. Remember the letter I sent you? Oh my god, that was so long ago. I'm glad that at least this is being referenced. Hell yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
All that the excitement and swagger you heard from me in those words, that's the man I thought I'd be when you met me. A man of action and gumption. Hell, I wrote that when I wrote that, I thought by now maybe people would have come to see me as a leader. What a laugh. Leader. What a laugh. I turned out to be such a disappointment to myself and everyone else. Oh, Jake. I mean, I know that you did like a number of Dirk's psyche by not replying to him, but it was just an unfortunate set of circumstances for everybody, I guess. The bravado, like including you did some wrong stuff, but also circumstances like it's complicated. I'm just, The bravado in that letter was fake. I've realized lately. I've realized a lot of things, that I could never be a leader, or a people person, or probably ever have a quality relationship with someone. So it's hard to get up a lot of moxie for a big moment like this, even though I'm as excited about it as everyone else. Tavro Sprite already tried cheering me up, and he's nice, but I don't think it worked. Like, by saying maybe all that stuff isn't true and maybe I'm actually really great in all the ways I don't think I am, it's a nice thought, but also it weirdly just doesn't make me feel any better. That's good. You shouldn't gaslight yourself into thinking you're a better person than you actually are. That's how that's how like narcissistic people happen. You know, so it's good that you like naturally feel this way. Tavros definitely meant well, but he himself doesn't have everything figured out, which Vriska definitely isn't helping with. Which is also why I'm still mad at her for like treating Tavros this way, and at the comic for like not making anyone with like an actual head on their shoulders approaching Tavros in any way right now. I guess that's what I'm here feeling. Jake is such a normal guy, too bad he's friends with all these interesting people who need him as an anchor. Aww. That's a sad way of looking at it. Jane's pretty normal too, though. Yes, I guess. Jake is a bundle of potential. Remember, he is the same man that made Skynet a volcano home powered by nuclear energy, raised tombs and crypts, and started raising his granddaughter. I guess. Jane's trying to, but also he left 2 kids somewhere out there, and one of them refused to be named Harley after him and named herself Claire. So that also is a thing. Jane's trying so hard to be normal and it backfires. Jake is the inverse, I guess. Hell yeah, I'm all caught up. Hi. Calamitous Calliope. Jen Scott. Also, when Tavros says to believe in oneself, that's gaslighting. But when Papyrus, Papyrus says it differently. Papyrus says it a little differently because he has a certain attitude towards himself that's not all all right in all the ways, but the advice he gives to others is genuinely really good. He has just like self-image issues, unfortunately, which I feel bad for him for. And to think people say this Jake could never live up to his potential. To be clear, I'm joking, having a joke being silly. Well, I just took your joke seriously, so freak your comment. Papyrus is the heir of hope. I can see it. Heir of hope, yeah, absolutely, I can see it. He just believes you can do a little better, you know? Okay, John, you seem like the kind of guy who likes trying to cheer up a pal, so I guess just so you know, someone's already tried telling me I was wrong and it didn't work. I don't think you're wrong though. Well, I don't know. We just met. What could I know about you other than what you tell me? Yeah, you see, this is like some actual matter-of-fact crap that I think Jake needs to hear right now. Like, not Tavros, not Vriska, something else. So I appreciate John having that role currently. I believe you all about that. I believe you about all that. Really, it just sounds to me like you are going through a lot of changes. Changes are good, especially if you understand what's happening to you. I think that's how we grow and stuff. I think I've changed a lot in a lot of ways. Some ways that weren't easy. Yeah, sure. So you're realizing you like being by yourself. Well, it sounds like big deal. It sounds like big deal. I like being alone a lot of times too. It helps me think. If that's who you are, there is nothing wrong with that. Jade's grandpa... Well, but you shouldn't probably ghost people. Jade's grandpa liked being by himself too. Not so much so that he moved to an island as far away from civilization as possible. Okay, now maybe you're stretching it a little because that made Jade's childhood a little hard. But he still did adventurous stuff and was super successful and also raised a cool granddaughter, who was actually his daughter and I guess also yours. Huh. Yes, I guess you're right. And if nothing else, at least you have a cool costume. You really like it? Hell yes! Wow, thanks! Sometimes I worry that I might look a little silly. Well, in that case, alchemize yourself some pants. Oh my god. Like that are still in the same style. Come on, you can do it.
Oh, that would be going against the
It would be
religion.
good, shut up.
Can't do that.
I feel kind of exposed, maybe. Like I'm on sexy display or such, and people don't see me as a person. I wouldn't worry much about that. I love the god tier pajamas, and yours are badass. You look like a superhero. Really? Well, yes. Well, maybe a plucky sidekick at least. Sidekicks are really underrated anyway. I think in some cases they might be the real stars. Like, you know, Batman, truth be told, I think he might be just some kind of gallivanting idiot. He has got all the money and skills in the world, and what does he do? He buys a fancy car to drive around and then jumps out and starts punching crooks with his bare hands. Then, when he gets hornswoggled by a wily clan with no powers and a lot less money, who has to bail him out? His sidekick, of course. Damn! Roasted Batman, damn. Yeah, you're right. What is Batman even trying to prove? Being all serious and cool looking. His sidekick looks like he has a lot more fun and smacks of confidence and self-assurance trotting around in his underpants. Batman probably doesn't even care much about stopping crime. It's more about walloping thugs and getting to feel cool. If he really cared about stopping bad guys, he'd probably use his fancy money to buy guns and at least show some criminals he's packing. to make them scared, if not surrender outright. I bet his sidekick probably just has to wait for Batman to badge things up bungle things up with his stupid karate. And when he gets into trouble, the sidekick guns down all the crooks from a safe distance like a sensible person. I don't think Robin does that, but you know what? Sure. Sure. So when Susie says she's gonna bite your face off, it's funny, but when Hearts boxcars... Thank you, Donny Cat Jr. OMG, I love your username, Calamitas Calliope. And compliments. John is by far the nicest person. Too bad he has petty beef with Tavros. He could feel that... He could feel that guy a lot. That, and he also still doesn't understand Dave Sprite, who, rest in peace right now, is. Yeah. John could fix every character in Homestuck. Not, I don't... I wouldn't go that far.
I can fix her.
Was an absentee father to 2 kids. Yeah, thank you, Jane. Joey Clara would have been in her 20s when this game happened. She could have raised Jade. That'd be so cute. That's a really nice thought. But we don't know where they end up, where things end up in High Swap. So. I mean, I still haven't played it, but I kind of know what happens to Jude and Joey. New way you just dropped? Hell yeah. I need that fanfic in my life. The full Harley family AU. I think that probably exists somewhere. Too bad she's stuck on Alternia or whatever she's doing. I haven't played Hive Swap past Act 1, so I don't know what happens. Okay. I'll play. Well, I do love guns. Also, fisticuffs. See, there you go. You're better than Batman already. Whisper.
Hey, since this page is almost done, and it's also the last page of this dialogue choice, I think I'm gonna go after this.
Okay. Sure. Whisper. Hold on. Shh. Listen. Whisper, Mayor. Whisper, countdown. Whisper, but where? Whisper. Earth, whisper. Whisper. To scale? Don't see how that whisper. What? If you're really going, whisper. Build, whisper. Build countdown to scale on Earth? What? I guess they're still planning to put Earth in the new universe. Okay, Haha, he's talking to the mayor again. So it seems they really appear to have quite the rapport. I just love how he talks to the mayor. I mean, I guess it's fine if they do that, but it feels weird to me personally still, just because of the fact that I would have liked to see the new planet, right? So if they just replace it with Earth, that will feel I don't know, that'll maybe a little lost potential. Just that kind of my feeling on it, I guess. I just love how he talks to them. I just love how he talks to the mayor. It's like he made up this whole language of minimal talking and hand gestures. It's so cute. I mean, at this point he probably understands some verbal stuff. Maybe he even understands all of it and the Karkat is just being silly. Ahem, Egbert, what the frick? Were you eavesdropping? No. This is a frickin' private conversation. Stop being rude garbage. I wasn't eavesdropping. You just happened to be right there. And you're a really loud whisperer. Oh, okay then. Here, have an excessively quiet. Shut the frick up. Sorry. Go back to your cute mayor conference. We all mind our own business. Achoo! Achoo! Oh man, what's going on now? Achoo! Meow. Achoo! Why? Sorry. Why? What was Stavros' voice? I forgot. Vriska, can you please stop bullying me? Okay, something similar to that. Achoo! Why does your Lossus need achoo to be here? Achoo! My allergies! You're allergic to cats? Jaspers? What are you? Wait a minute. Rose, is that you? Meow. Oh my god. I turn back for 2 seconds and stop and something stupid happens. Achoo! Okay. Well, that's the end of that. Okay.
Very nice.
Can you stay a little longer just to... I'm probably gonna end soon anyway. Because it's 46 minutes past midnight.
Let's see. There's really no good point to stop. That is like better than this soon. Yeah.
Oh. Playing Oh Good Cat, by the way, in the background. Okay then.
The next
But I wanna-
dialogue just goes pretty good if you give it a while.
Yeah, okay, but I want to see the couple pages that are after this.
Blah blah blah.
Blah blah
Fine.
blah blah. I won't say why, because
Let's
that's
see them
spoilers,
then.
but I don't think.
I wonder what they are.
Blah, that's... Isn't... You said I don't think I'll say because spoilers, and then you said something that's potentially spoilery anyway. Hive swap? No. I do know that Hive swap is meant to be completely canon. Like, this Skyanet stuff was kind of backtracked on because of controversy, I've heard. I like the Friend Sims and and Pester Quest are like considered dub canon, just like anything post canon that's dub canon too. But Hive swap, that doesn't have the dubiously canon. Hive swap doesn't have the dubiously canon freaking label. So. Skynet, that was a time, so I've heard, but not much about it. Okay, let's go forward. I was just looking up the freaking Warhammer of Zelihu Flash. Look at that. I actually, you know what? So just so we're here, I wanna look at it real quick. Just like part of it at least.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Oh. You're not hearing the audio, hold on. Stream isn't hearing the audio from this. That's weird, hold on. Now. Yes, now. I wanna look at it real quick, hold on. Just because I got reminded of it. Actually, no. Am I? No, it's not a reference to this. It's one of the freaking Showdown flashes, I think. Actually, no, it's not Showdown. It's a split. Well, we're seeing this anyway. Yeah, it is a flip. It is a flip. I remember now, because like there is like a short thing of Gamzee like hitting the hammer, or the Warhammer of Zelihu on a thing, like he was a judge with the heads. Yeah. That's what did happen. Anyway, hi. Vreska orders everybody to shoo.
Can we please end soon? I'm really tired.
Okay, fine. You know what? How long is this page? I mean, I guess short batches, but okay, fine. We can end here.
No, it's not short. It goes on for a long while.
It goes for a long while, like up across multiple panels, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine, we can end here. It's 15 minutes past midnight. Well, so another short stream, but at least we finally ended, after 4 parts, we finally ended the frickin' character selection thing.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
That was a big thing, so...
So, what I was gonna say, to talk about something, you know, related to streams, like to streaming and stream times. I said before that I would plan to actually make myself a schedule. I will attempt to make a schedule for next week, like a temporary next week schedule, and I'll see how I feel about it. If I go through with any of the hours and times I do, I'll just see about it, right? We'll just do that. And we'll see how that goes, right? This weekend I won't be able to do anything, neither on Friday. Okay, well, not on Friday in the evening, but I will potentially try maybe to stream during the middle of the day to do some ultra kill stuff, like attempt to start P2 and before that 7S possibly. Like we'll see if that happens still, since I have some responsibilities on Friday too. But maybe I'll be actually able to crack down at all of that during the morning. So we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get through this act eventually. Hell yeah, we will. Actually, something I really quickly want to see. What time was... Okay, it's still 11 months ago. What will be the 1 year anniversary of me starting this series? The 21st of May, so in 11 days. In 11 days, it will be the 1 year anniversary of the series. Can you believe it, guys? I can't say just a week away because it's not accurate, but can you believe it, guys? Craft read through of Homestuck anniversary, just a week away. It came here so fast. Wow.
You know, it did come here so fast.
It did. I'm very grateful for everybody coming over and seeing me read. I definitely didn't expect it to be like the main thing to gain me traction on YouTube. I mean, obviously I'm still a small channel and my views aren't crazy, but I'm glad to be doing this. It's definitely very fun, and it's been nice to just have this, I guess, project going on, like, at all. It's just something I do semi-regularly, or I guess keep coming back to, you know? So that's really nice, and I'm glad that I got to crack down at this comic over a longer period of time, because it has let my thoughts fester a lot. Actually, you know, since I'm saying this already, I would also like to issue a formal thank you to Azur, who has been experiencing the comic for the first time with me on pretty much almost every stream, and if he wasn't there for one of them, he would watch them back and live blog them to me in my DMs. So shout out to Azur for not reading ahead of me that much, and just be also experiencing the comic with me for the first time, even though it's been so long, and he totally could crack down at it very quickly himself. So yeah, shout out to him too. Okay, question of the day.
Question of the day, yes.
I'm thinking. How do you...
How about this? If we could have had one more interaction in that big dialogue choice page, which one would you have added?
Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Yeah, so if, like, among these characters, and among Rose's Sprite too now, I suppose, among these characters shown here and Rose's Sprite, if there was one, like, long conversation with up to 4 characters, right? Like you see in these icons. What, like, combination of characters would you see? Like, what kind of dynamics would you like to have explored in this, like, introduction to this information? Stuff like that, you know? So yeah, that's the question of the day. If you want to answer it, you can leave it in the comments. If you want to write something else, go ahead and do that. If you don't want to write anything at all, you can do that too. If you want to tell me I'm stupid, you can tell me I'm stupid. Like and subscribe, because it helps. I like meeting new people on YouTube, so, you know, traction and stuff shows more people. I like when people just comment and introduce themselves and stuff. And yeah, there we go. That's all. Thank you everybody for hanging out.
That's it.
I'll see you next time with Ultra Kill. If that's on Friday or next week, I still don't know. We'll see. And bye. Bye-bye.
Bye everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for coming.